Check, check, check. There we go. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. It is officially the start of my weekend, so I'm super thrilled, super excited. Don't have much planned, so I figured I would hop on here and do a quick live stream. Haven't live streamed in a minute, so just figured I would. Got the A-29 Super Tucano mod, DCS here, and just figured I would take it around for a spin. Do some bomb drops, some rocket runs, gun runs. I usually don't run with unlimited weapons, but I figured today, since I'm just trying to get good at actually dropping stuff, I would use it. I don't have the targeting pod turned on because I'm basically just going out to the very overused runway that's out between Batumi and Kutaisi. the two little X that's out there. So don't really need the targeting pod. So we're just going to go out and do some CCIP drops. So I let's see, what was I going to say? I was going to say something. Oh, I have my private pilot check ride coming up next weekend, next Friday, so a week from today. So I've got a lot of studying still to do, but I feel pretty confident. I feel pretty good about it. I've been going over all the things I feel like I need, so I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and then hopefully I can really start flying. I've got a bunch of new GoPro gear, and I've already got one video that I'm working on, but it takes a lot of work, and I kind of got a new position at my job, so that's been taking a lot of my attention lately. So I've not been doing a whole lot of flight sim. I've not been doing a whole lot of really much of anything other than work and studying. So um, trying to keep my priorities straight when it comes to all that stuff. And right now, my job is obviously, when it comes to that stuff, my number one priority. And then after that, learning to fly and get my pilot's license. So that's the main things. So we can go ahead and get. Oh, I guess I gotta make DCS primary. There we go. We can go ahead and get in here, and I'll go through the startup, and then we'll take off and go over to the quote-unquote range, and we'll drop some rockets, some bombs, do some gun runs, and then we'll come back in and do the ILS for runway 7 here at Kutaisi. Um, the winds, I think, are calm, so I'm probably not going to talk to the ATC because it'll probably give me runway 25, which I don't want. But um, we'll go. Sorry, I got to scoot my chair up. We will get this thing going. So first thing we're going to do is on the right side, all the switches are off. We'll turn our battery on, wait for that to power on. Come over here, PMU's already on. Turn the ignition on. We'll turn, let's see, is that off? Yep, so we'll go up to cutoff. We can turn those off. And then the avionics should power up once those do. Yep, there we go. Now we're good. So got our brakes. Let's see. There we go. Brakes on. And let's go engine start. NG's rising. There we go. We can close our canopy and turn the avionics on. Get our pitot heats turned on. Nav lights, beacon lights, taxi lights. Alright, actually I am going to contact ATC because I think it's going to give me 1.7 anyway. If they don't, we'll just take off 1.7. We don't have to listen to stinking ATC. Let's see, what is the... Here, Kabuleti. 1 through 3. Let's go COM 1, 1 through 3. Enter. Go.
Kabuleti, in field, on 1, request startup.
Turn up the radios a little bit. I think it's helmet.
Cavalletti, in field 1-1. Request taxi to runway. Enfield 1-1. Cavalletti, clear to taxi to runway 7.
Runway 7. Cool. Alright, brakes are off. Let's go ahead and start taxiing. We'll give our salute to our good man over here. So get going. Salute. Going to runway 7. We'll have our taxi diagram open. Checker SMIs, looks like we've got 2 Mark 82s and 14 rockets, which that checks. And once we get airborne, we'll get everything turned on and head out to the range. See if they'll give us clearance.
Cavalletti, in field 1-1. Request takeoff. Enfield 1-1. Cavalletti, you are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 30.45.
3045. Oh. Did not know I could do that.
Enfield 1-1. Unable to clear for takeoff. Enfield 1-1. Cavalletti, you are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 30.45.
Should have had this stuff already on. Oops. Alright, pitot heat's on, strobes on, landing lights on. And we're good to go. Brakes are set. 290. Brakes. Gonna go 105. And there it is. Rotate. Hold it off the ground. And gear up. almost on station for the range. So we'll climb up to about 3,500 feet and we'll get situated, and then we'll give ourselves just like normal. Give myself a restricted run in, plus or minus 30, and then we'll kind of go off that. I don't know if you guys can see the X over there. We've got a single truck in the middle of the runway, and that's going to be our target. So 3,500 feet, a little over. So we'll stay 035 to 04 for block altitude. And then on our ingress, we can, or on our in call, we can do surface to 040. I'll get my words right in a second. Alright, so let's go ahead and get fenced in. That, go ground mode. Air altimeter. Alright, we'll do rockets first, and that way kind of get good with the aim points, and then go from there. We'll go strobes off. That's kind of annoying. We'll leave our navigation lights on. Alright, so we're going to do north to south run-ins, surface to 040, and we've already busted our airspace. Look at that. Surface to 04, and then when we drop, we'll go off to the east, and then come back to the IP. So what I could do is drop a waypoint on the target, and then just maintain a distance from that. Something I could do. Let's see. Four 415031. Let's go waypoint. Yep. Let's see. 2. What was it again? 415031. What? 415031. Okay. 415031. And then 414752. 415752. Is that right? Oh. 414752. I'm horrible. Alright. Let's go back up. 0414752. Yeah, there we go. Alright, and then 33 feet. So 33. Cool. So that's our reference point. So we're, let's see here. There we go. About 7.8 miles away. You can see that there on the HUD. Those numbers there on the bottom. This altitude's pretty low, actually. So maybe 4,000 to 5,000 is better. Alright, so everything else is looking good. Wonder if that dude's still down there. Yep, he is. That's funny. Alright. So we're going to do a north to south run in. So we'll just do, let's see. We'll do 180 plus or minus 30 on each side. Or, sorry, 30, not 30. Plus or minus 10. Let's try that and see how that works. So turning in. In 187. So we'll see the parameters. Just hold this. Pistol. Ooh, schwack. Off to the east. And we're going back to IP. Climbing back up. I want to try to hold about 3 miles out. We'll see how that looks. Alright, so there's 3. Get back into our hold. Turn back in. Above 4,000, so we're good there. Now we're in 180 or 183 from target. I think the target's off just a little bit. Pistol. Gotta get some flares in there. I'm back up to 4,000 or more. Pretty much just hold over this lake, honestly. It's about, what is that, 3.5 probably? Pretty close. what I'm referencing is that down there at the purple, we're heading there. So I think looking at the box on the HUD, we're off of it just a little bit. Pistol. Ooh, missed that one. Hey, good morning, Mike. Prop fan, is the microphone too soft? Is that the issue? Because I can definitely increase it. Could also be I'm just not talking loud enough. I tend to have that issue sometimes. Alright, let me get situated here. No, it's okay. Alright, cool. Thanks. Alright, let me get resituated here. Kinda got a little messed up trying to adjust some stuff, but oh yeah. Sorry about that, dude. I won't do that again. that F3 view is disaster sometimes. I did that in the Mirage 2000 once. I was full afterburner, just seeing how fast I could go, and tried to do the F3 view. I was like, man, I can't hear anything. This was like brand new in DCS. Didn't have a clue, and and the sonic boom caught up, and yeah, headset went flying off. All right, now we're set up. Let's change our weapons. If you're just joining in, basically what I'm doing is range day, quote unquote, that's what I like to call it. Just getting re-familiar with the A-29 and trying to figure out how to drop some bombs. I've got Mark 82s and rockets, and of course the gun. And I've got basically unlimited weapons just so I can keep practicing. So that is what I'll keep doing. Do a CCIP Mark 82. I don't want to do a pair. Wait, go back. Single, there we go. Yeah, marks off a little bit. So I should be able to fly over, hit that, and then wait for the pipper to come through. Sorry, I didn't want to blow yours out. Let's see here. Oh yeah, right on target. Right on it. That was beautiful. I'm sure even that was like really loud. I turned down the audio because the prop in this thing doesn't sound the best. I mean, it sounds good for what it is, but it definitely sounds better outside the cockpit. But It can be kind of loud, so I turned that down. That's probably why you had me all cranked up earlier. See what frames are doing. I need to try this again. I tried to load up the Nellis map, or the Nevada map, and um, my frames were stuck at 20. And then I turned VSync on to see if maybe that would fix something. And then I just started this. So I need to go back and test Nellis. It also could be just maybe the scenery detail factor. I may have it way up, like way too high. So the little mark that you're seeing is just for the waypoint that I've got. Let's see if I go here. So it's just a waypoint that I've set up, and then that's the reference off of the down there at the bottom for the navigation. The pipper is not tied to that at all. It's just a CCIP based on the little round dot you see there. And then basically on my roll in, I'll do it again. Hold on. There we go. So I'm just holding down the release button. It selects where it is. So yeah, I guess it is kind of like a CCRP, CCIP. I don't know where that one's gonna go. Oh yeah, that one's just short. But yeah, it's kind of like I guess it is kind of like a mix, right? I don't know. It's been a long time since I've done CCIP in the A10. Usually because I just have a waypoint set or a mark point set. Um, but to answer your question about the little, um, um, hang on, let me read your question a little bit better, because I don't know if I just answered it or made it worse. Combine mode. Did you set the mark for the pipper? Yes, that's correct. So when I roll in, I hold the weapons release button. That's what sets the little pipper. And then as you roll in, the little line comes down. And then once it gets through your, I forget what that's called. But anyways, once it gets through that, then it drops. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Yeah, it's not bad. Um, it's really not. So now I just hold that there. I'm basically just holding the weapons release button. And here comes the release line. Wrong button. Sorry. I didn't realize it was going to be that loud. That was almost a direct hit though. That worked out pretty good. Yeah, and I need to try that with the GB12. I need to see if that's, which I would imagine that it would. I would think it works the same way. But it'd be kind of cool to have. I know we've talked about this before, Mike, but having, you know, the A-10 or something like that, buddy lays, that'd be kind of cool. And with the A-29 that we're getting from Razbam, it should have a laser designator on it, so um, uh, it'd be kind of cool to do like a AFAC roll, or FAC A, or however you want to say it, airborne forward operator, uh, forward air controller. Sorry. Um, yeah, it's really accurate. Um, I like it. I'm really curious at how like the dynamic campaign is gonna change things in DCS. You know, because if you can create like this, for instance, you know, the A-29, you can have a targeting pod. You can go out, and if you have fog of war, you know, it'll um, you can spot things with that. It shows up on the map for a little while, and then you can have your A-10s or whatever go out and mission plan and take those out. The A-29 can then turn into a FAC A role, and just help coordinate some of that stuff. You've got F-16s and A-10s, and I mean even F-18s in this kind of scenario with the water being here. Um, you could have pretty good scenarios. That road right there next to the the one to the right of the runway, not gonna lie, it kind of messed me up. I was like, I didn't think I put any SAMs out here, but for a minute it looked like it. It's not gonna be super accurate, but 3, 2, 1, drop. Here she goes. Oh, that was a direct hit too. I didn't think I was gonna hit it. I'm gonna go back and land, and then try to rearm with some GBU-12s and see what that does. It might be kind of interesting. We can get lined up here for the ILS. Let's see, waypoint 1. Here we go. Alright, so we're in between this, I don't know if you guys can see my mouse or not. We're at like the southern entry point for runway 7. So we'll get the ILS tuned in. Let's go. Nav aids. 1115. Yeah. Okay. There's that. And then I think I already did nav mode.
Cobble ready. In field. 1-1. Inbound. Enfield 1-1. Cobble ready. Fly heading 259. Port 5. QFE 30.45. Runway 07. Tucano altitude.
We should be getting...
Enfield 1-1. Cleared for
kind of weird. We should have the ILS stuff.
Couple Eddie, infield, 1-1, request landing.
Oh, why is it 3?
Infield, 1-1, couple
Oh,
Eddie,
goodness.
clear to land, runway 07.
Let's do that again.
Couple Eddie, infield, 1-1, abort inbound, resuming mission.
That was weird. There we go. Now we got the ILS lines. Let's make a big circle.
Couple Eddie, infield, 1-1, inbound. Infield, 1-1, couple Eddie, fly heading 264, 46, QFE 30.45, runway 07, Tucano altitude.
So I need to descend.
Infield, 1-1, cleared for visual, contact tower.
I'm gonna overshoot it, I think. Yep, sure enough.
Couple Eddie, infield, 1-1, request landing. Infield, 1-1, couple Eddie, clear to land, runway 07.
Gears coming down. There's the inner marker. Oh, did I know infield? Ugh. I did mess around one time with the call signs. I found out where all where they live, and I found like the Apache has a bunch of call signs like Chaos and I don't know, that's one that comes to the top of my head right now, but they have a bunch, and I mean it's literally just reading off of a Lua script. So I copied them out of that and pasted them, and I could get the call sign to actually show up like in the editor. But when you go to like in the mission, it would crash every time. So I'm glad that I made a backup and I just uh, deleted the one that I edited and then redid everything. But I'm sure there's a way to make that work to add other call signs, because dude, I'm so tired of like Dodge, Chevy, Pontiac. Like, so basic. And what's nice is a little side note here, the Buddy Fox UFC. I'm basically using it to control everything on the one here, so I don't have to click anything. I've just got it mapped to different buttons, and it works. I mean, it's not, it's not exactly like it, but it works for now. I don't think I'm going to get old boy down there to salute again, so I'm not going to go all the way. I'm just going to go right here. let's change these out for GB12 and GB12. Sure.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
The build. What? Why? Oh, because the engine's running. That's why. Oh, that's so stupid. The build is coming along. It. I'm at like a. I don't know. I'm kind of at a standstill right now. Because. Um. Sorry, this was just faster to do it this way than. And let's see what the FLIR does. Also, I'm gonna put us flying over, and to make things more simple, cheating a little bit. That's okay. There we go. So realistically, where I'm at, I've got a rough 3D version of kind of what I want to do. I've got a guy working on the switch panels. He printed out one the other day, and it kind of got messed up. So he's gonna retry, like try to redo it. Um, and I can show that in a minute. Kind of what the switch panels actually look like, but basically the letters, because I made the letters kind of stick up off the thing. I'm gonna print it in white and then paint it black, and then just use like some like pretty low grit, or not very gritty. I guess that's high grit sandpaper, and take the black off of the letters since it's raised, and it'll be white letters showing through. So that's my plan. And he's going to do a test panel for me and see if that works out. If not, then I've got some other stuff. I've got some MDF plastic that I bought to try out. I'm just going to cut it, drill holes, and then I've got some very thin, like sheet metal almost, and I'll just mount it or figure a way to either glue it to that or bond it somehow. I don't know, but and then that way it's on like a metal switchboard, and then that'll mount to the consoles that I'm building for each side. So a lot of planning still to do. It's very much in its infancy. And then I've also got a friend working on the MFDs. That's kind of a challenge because they'll have to be 3D printed, and then we have to find buttons for them. Unfortunately, it's not like an A10 where the A10, the F16, the F18, they all have the same, generally the same MFDs. This one has 8 on each side and 6 on the top and bottom, so it's definitely different. But hopefully, we can figure something out. Right now I'm using the MFDs and it works. I'm basically using the brightness and contrast, gain and system buttons as well, and it works. I mean, I've got everything mapped. The only thing that I can't do is the like the actual brightness and all that stuff on the MFDs that are there, but I could do a modifier and use the ones I have now. So there's workarounds for all that stuff, but am I gonna have low frames now because of the FLIR? I think so. Let's see, maybe not. And it's still kind of wonky a little bit. Let's see. There it down. Oh, I don't think I have. Let's see. Readjust this real quick. One of the problems that I'm having with the whole cockpit build is, with this, if I'm flying around, I look over, I can see my wing, I can see everything out there. Same thing with here. But if I have a cockpit and I've got all this stuff already there, the front panel, I don't know if I necessarily want to have another cockpit. You know what I mean? Like this view. So I could do this. And the MFDs, when I have the Helios running, and that profile selected, none of that up there is on. I'm stalling here. Oops. There we go. So I could have my HUD, still up here like this. I just have to mess with the head point so that, I don't know how to make it work, because if my head goes up, you can see I'll lose some of the actual HUD there. So I don't know how to make that work yet. But I don't know. Some things I'm definitely gonna have to mess around with, and like maybe it's not that big of a deal that I see some of this stuff up here, and it may be completely different once the actual RASBAM A-29 is here. Who knows? It may be things may work different. I don't know. Yeah, it definitely is quite the project. And my wife, I keep telling her like different things, I'm looking at, and she's like, "Babe, are you sure this is what you want to do?" Like, no, not really, honestly. No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Because I'm fine with what I've got now. It's not that big of a deal. Alright, let's try this CCIP with the GB12. Oh, it does work the same way. That's cool. Let's give it a shot. Do a CCIP and then we'll try a CCRP because I've got a waypoint there now. There it is. I don't know that I was going fast enough, honestly. Oh, went long. Alright, we can try one. CCRP. It should give me a bomb steer line once I get over there. I don't know where this thing went off to. Oh, that FLIR. Definitely not the greatest. Alright, we'll worry about that in a second. Well, actually, there we go. Oh no, where's it going to? There we go. There it is. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know about that one. I think that one's gonna be way off. Yep. Whoa. I saw it there at the last second. Yeah, that one was way off. I was not in a good position for that. Whoa. Alright, let's see. Whoa. Oh, I said the same thing. Yeah, I told my wife the other day that she keeps it up, her eyes gonna roll right out of her head. So just watching out for her, you know. She's actually been really cool about it, though. I do have to say that I showed her the 3D rendering that I did in my Discord that I showed, you know, you guys, and she was like, yeah, I like that. That looks really good. So the cool thing about it though is it's not like a fixed simulator. So basically, like the sides will be able to slide and like roll away, and I can put those to the side, and then the front panel I'll be able to kind of set to the side. So yeah, it'll take up a little bit more room, but you know, the fact that it's not permanent, I think would be nice, and that way I can still have my desk and not feel like, you know, I'm tied to one thing. That'll be really really nice. So um, I don't know. We'll see. See how it goes. All right, here we go. Attempt number 2. Hopefully this one's better. We got 10 seconds to release. We'll fly relatively straight and level. 10 seconds to impact. 7, 6. Oh, that one was long too. Alright, so maybe GBU 12s are not the thing unless you got a laser on them. Fortunately, well, I'm trying to think. Oh, that might be my issue actually right there. Oh, no, we're good. Hmm. That makes sense. Now I'm thinking about it, it makes total sense that the GB12 isn't working because it doesn't have a GPS guidance on it. It's literally just a laser and a dumb bomb after that. So if I was to do a CCIP, it'd work all day. But because I'm doing CCRP, I mean, that's cool. That's the release point I would need, but it needs a guidance still. So that makes sense. Oh, overshot. Because I guarantee you this will work. Oh, no, it didn't. Well, I was wrong again. It definitely did not work. Hit everything but the truck. I do like this plane though. I can't complain about it too much. I wish I could get rid of these bombs now. Um, let's see here. I don't know what that is flashing there. It's like the prop, but it's not the prop. I did this the other day. I just hopped in here and tried and see what I could see. This targeting pod. I think I got up to like 15,000 feet. Because let's see, the clouds are at 8,000. Let's see here. I'm just gonna fast forward. We're about to stall. So it's not really liking me. Alright, so like, let's just say 16,000 feet. And you got a targeting pod. Now, unfortunately, this thing is gonna do the... But if you're up here this high, you know, you'd be out of any like man pads or anything. I mean, you're at 16,000, so you're at a pretty good altitude here. And you could have eyes on the target. There it gives you the grids for where you're looking. So you could give, you know, a basic 9 line if you needed to, and you're up high enough. Collateral damage will not be accepted. Yeah, for real. But you could technically hold out this far. Like I'm trying to stay within 3 nautical miles, and I'm at 3.2 right now. So, and of course I'm going to get masked. Dip my wing too much. But in this configuration, you'd probably only have a fuel tank. Like if you were coming out here to do ISR, you might have rockets, but you're not going to carry any bombs or anything like that. So, and you'd keep your bombs on your outer wing, your outer pylon. That way, if you do get too close to the target or something like that, you're not getting masked by anything. But yeah, definitely AFAC territory. Yeah, dude, for sure. We definitely should. I might have a chance tonight to fly. I'm not 100% sure. I don't have much of anything going on this weekend. I say that, and there's probably a bunch that my wife's told me and I forgot about. So keep that in mind. But yeah, maybe we could do something later today or later tonight or something, and it'd be kind of fun. Because I know this seems boring, like just doing circles, but like if you had another asset that you're talking to, I say asset, because that's the Air Force talking, but if you have another aircraft that's flying around, you know, you're wheeled up over the top, say 15 to 16, you got A-10s, basically surface to 12, and you're just hanging out up here. You know, I've got a clear shot of the target. If there is a way to laze, I don't know. Let's see. Polarity. Flare lock. What is that? Hook. Lock. I don't know. Oh, oh, we're drifting. And we're descending now. But you've got, all the things you need. Um, Even if you couldn't laze, a target, um, you could at least give out grids, pretty decent grids at that, and elevation, and I'll kind of kick out on this next one, but right now I'm too close. What am I at now? 3.1, so 3 miles out. That's pretty good. Um, yeah, if you were to hold this, and you've got an A-10 coming in from the north, like what we were doing, coming to the south, not only can you visually see the target with your targeting pod, but you could keep an eye on them. If you had a single ship or do you're just an extra set of eyes looking around. If he's got a wingman could be looking in front. You could be check 6. So I don't know, different little tactics and things that you could do with this. And there is an autopilot. Let's see, I don't think I can get it to work. It wants to keep it in a climb a little bit. So I don't really know if it's just an error within the autopilot, but I think the Razbam version will have autopilot. I would hope so, because that would be really huge for for doing ISR. Like that way you can actually look at the targeting pod and not have to focus so much on flying, even if it was just a basic like heading hold or altitude hold. But that's just my 2 cents worth. Let's get our weapons back on. Let's get that turned off. There we go. Let's try out the gun. I have to descend quite a bit. I wonder if the gun is based on the pipper or the actual crosshairs up there. Nope, it's off that. Turn back in here in just a second. Just a little 2G turn. Within our plus or minus 10 of 180. Do some rocket runs here in a second. Just back to those. Rocket setup. Pistol. Pistol. Good hit. Alright, man. Yeah, I'm about to be done here, too. So, thanks for watching, dude. And we'll get together soon. Enjoy your meeting. Alright, I'm going to do one more rocket run and then head back. We'll call it a day. And I'm out of flares. Alright, we should have the ILS already tuned in. Nope.
Cavalletti, in field, 1-1, inbound. Enfield, 1-1, Cavalletti, fly heading 278, Fort 4, QFE 30.45, runway 07, to pattern altitude. Enfield, 1-1, cleared for visual, contact tower. Cavalletti, in field, 1-1, request landing. Enfield, 1-1, Cavalletti, cleared to land, runway 07.
Ooh, kind of rough. Alright, well, I guess that's going to be it for me, guys.
Enfield,
I
1-1,
will try to put a
taxi
link to
approaching
my
area.
description or a link in the description for my Discord channel. If you guys want to hop in, you're more than welcome to. We don't really do a lot of missions. I wanted to. It's just I don't have the time to like plan out something. But if there is time, then I'll post something in there. But you can also keep up with my A-29 cockpit building that I'm attempting. We'll see how it goes. It's just kind of something I want to do over time. So um, yeah, I'll try to link it in the description or in the comments after this video. That way it's there. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I sure did. And if you like this kind of stuff, I'm just kind of hanging out, but kind of going over some of the tactics in the A-29. I'm not a real pilot, or I'm not a real A-29 pilot. So everything I do here is just kind of like stuff that I've compiled together from flying the A-10 in DCS and that kind of stuff. But hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you got any questions, let me know in the comments. And if you don't mind, just go ahead and subscribe. I'm getting a lot of views, but I'm not getting subscriptions. So if you guys want to help me out, that'd be huge. I'd appreciate it. But I guess that's gonna be all for me, guys. I appreciate you, and have a good day. We'll see you.